Hello students, in today's video we will be starting the chapter nervous system. So what is the nervous system and what is the importance of the nervous system? In our previous chapters we have discussed about the circulatory system, and these are all parts of the organ systems, isn't it? So just like the circulatory system is composed of the various organs like the heart, arteries, veins, capillaries, lymphoid organs. Similarly, the nervous system is also comprises of the various organs, and all of these organs are going to act in a coordinated fashion to form a system. Okay, to form a system known as the nervous system. So what is the unit of the nervous system? The unit of the nervous system is the neuron. Okay, neuron is the unit of the nervous system. What is the importance of the nervous system? It is a control and coordination system. Okay, so for example, when we study the signals that we receive from our eyes, that data is processed and it goes to the brain, and accordingly the system, it relays the information through the muscles to the hands. Okay, for example, we need to write something, so it will result in a certain movement of the hands. So the nerve cells are also known as the neurons. Neurons are nerve cells. Okay, both mean the same. Okay, they are very specialized cells and they communicate with each other with the help of various chemicals and signals. What we are seeing here is the typical structure of a neuron. The neuron consists of the cell body, okay, which is the major large portion that is visible. Okay, the cell's life support center. Okay, because you can see here there is the nucleus. Okay, there is the nucleus and there are a lot of projections, okay, cytoplasmic projections that are coming out of it. Okay, these are known as the dendrites. The function of these dendrites is to receive the messages from the other cells. So what happens is that this nerve cell is ending here. Okay, so we can say that this is the main cell body. Okay, and in between we have this long kind of a structure which is known as the axon. Okay, axon. So as you can see, this light which is passing is indicating how the electrical impulse, because you know that the information through the nerves is transmitted by nerve impulses. What are these nerve impulses? These nerve impulses are electrical signals that are traveling across this axon, okay, across the nerve. Okay, so if these are electrical signals, why don't we get shock? The electrical signal strength is very less. Okay, what we have at our homes, that electrical strength is about 240 volts. Okay, 240 volts. So with that kind of voltage you can get a shock, but the amount of electrical impulse, electric current that is passing through these nerves is in millivolts, sometimes microvolts. Okay, it is very small amount and it is a pulse. Okay, so basically what is happening is there is a certain information the nerve cells have to send from one place to another. That information is being sent just like in a computer, it is sent via the electrical signal. Okay, now you can see that after the electrical impulse has passed through the axon, it is entering into the terminal branches of the axon. Terminal branches of the axon. So these also appear to be some kind of dendrite like a structure, right? Here in the cell body, just like these dendrites are formed, these also are looking something like dendrites. Okay. So the another nerve cell, it will have the dendrites. Those dendrites and these terminals, they will interact with each other. Okay, they will interact with each other. So here some signals will be released. That signal will again go into this one as a impulse into the another nerve cell. Okay, so basically you can see that the structure of the neuron is having the cell body, the axon and the terminal branches of the axon. Okay, the information is relayed in the form of the nerve impulse, and on this axon we have this kind of covering. Okay, you can see that these are some kind of covering is there. Okay, and they are not like one continuous cover like from here to here one count, there are in small numbers. Okay, this is one will finish then the other starts like that, like capsules. So these capsules are known as sheath. Sheath or covering. What sheath? Myelin sheath. Okay. What are they known as? Myelin sheath. So what the myelin sheath is doing? It is covering the axon. When it is covering the axon, what happens? It is providing the insulation. Okay, what it is doing? It is providing the insulation. Just like in our homes, the wires are covered by some kind of a plastic cover. Okay, that cover, what it is doing? It is protecting that wire. Not only that electricity it is protecting, so that it doesn't escape into, if it come into contact with water or anything like that, that should not cause a problem. It should not result in shock if anyone accidentally touch it. So here also, what is the myelin sheath doing? The myelin sheath is covering the axon so that this electrical impulse, it can just pass through this. Okay, and it should not get diffused by the other things that are there around the axon. Okay, so it helps to speed up the nerve impulse. Okay, by providing that insulation, by not allowing this electrical charge, this electrical impulse to escape outside, it is able to amplify and go at a faster rate. Okay, that is the importance of the myelin sheath. The myelin sheath is covering the axon. So the gaps that are there in between these myelin sheaths, okay, there is a special name for that, that is known as the nodes of Ranvier. Okay, the nodes of Ranvier. So these are the periodic gaps that we are seeing in the myelin sheath. Okay, so this is given a special name just because that is for important that the whole thing is not insulated as a one single cover. It is there in the form of a small regular gaps. Okay, periodic gaps are there. Okay, then at the place where the two nerve endings, okay, where the dendrite of one neuron and the terminal axon of another neuron are communicating with each other, okay, that is known as the very important synapse. Okay, it is known as the synapse. So what is the function of the synapse? So here I have shown you like this, that this is the terminal axon, the terminal branch of the axon, and this is the dendrite of another nerve cell. Okay, so this region will be known as the synapse. Okay, this junction is known as the synaptic junction. So in this way, the structure of the neuron, there are the different aspects. Okay, and what are the different types of neurons? Okay, because in the human body there are the billions of nerve cells, okay, which is there in the brain, in the spinal cord, okay, and from the spinal cord it is going on to the different parts of the body. Okay, this control and coordination is by the nerve cells. The question is, are all the nerve cells similar? The nerve cells or the neurons are of the different types. Okay, the types of neuron, there are different types. So basically there are the three types of the neurons. One is the sensory neuron. Okay, sensory means what is the function? It is going to sense something. For example, there is some flame, okay, some candle for example, and accidentally your finger touch the flame, so it is hot. Because it is hot, the skin cell, okay, whatever the sense organ is there, the skin, in the skin there are the nerves. Okay, those nerve cells are able to get that signal that something is very hot here. That signal will pass through the sensory neuron. Okay, the receptors on the skin will send the signal through the sensory neuron to which place? To the spinal cord. Okay, to the spinal cord. Okay, to the spinal cord or the brain. Okay, so basically the spinal cord is like an extension of the brain, right? From the brain only that spinal cords are started all the way down, so there is a direct coordination. So the signal that is coming from the receptors of the skin is going through the sensory neurons to the spinal cord. Now from the spinal cord through the brain it has getting a signal, oh something is hot, we need to move the hand away from this extremely hot thing. Okay, so what is going to happen? There is another nerve which is known as the relay neuron. Okay, relay neuron. Relay means what? From one place to another, sending that relay, just relay. So from this nerve, that is the sensory neuron, the signal is relayed to another neuron which is known as the motor neuron. Motor gadi, that is like a vehicle, motor neuron. So information is going from first sensory neuron to the spinal cord. Inside the spinal cord there is the relay neuron. Relay neuron will send information through the motor neuron to the muscle. Okay, the muscle is the effector organ. Okay, that is going to show you the effect. Okay, the effect is being done by the muscle. Okay, so what the muscle is going to do? It is going to contract. As it will contract, the hand will move away from the hot substance. Okay, so in this way there are the different types of neurons that are taking part. Okay, now here for example we are seeing the structure of a motor neuron. Okay, so what is there? This is the cell body. Okay, these are the dendrites. The signal will pass through the axon. Okay, these are the myelin sheaths. Okay, in between these gaps, periodic gaps are known as the nodes of Ranvier, and the electrical signal will through the axon terminal, it will, where it will go? It will go into the neuromuscular junction. Okay, this junction is known as the neuromuscular junction. Is it called the synapse? It is not synapse. Synapse is the junction between two nerves. The junction between the nerve and the muscle is the neuromuscular junction. Okay. So in this way, the motor neuron, it will send the electrical signal up to the neuromuscular junction, and what is going to happen at the neuromuscular junction? There will be the neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters. What are neurotransmitters? These are certain chemical substances which are going to get secreted from this at the neuromuscular junction. Then what will happen? The muscles will contract. Okay, so that will result in the movement of the hand away from the whatever movement has to take place. Okay, next, the relay neuron, okay, are also known as the inter neurons, because they are between the two types of neurons, that is the sensory neuron and effector neuron. Okay, they connect the sensory neurons with the motor neurons. Okay, so that what is going to happen, a complete circuit can take place. Okay, a complete circuit can take place. In where is this? This is present within the specific region of the brain or the spinal cord. Okay, so location, sensory neuron, that is from the receptor, okay, present in the skin or the sense organ up to the spinal cord or the brain. The relay neuron is present in the brain or the spinal cord, and the motor neuron, okay, the motor neuron is going to carry the null impulse from the brain or spinal cord to the effector organ. So in this way, there are the different types of nerve cells. You can imagine that in the case of giraffe, okay, it has such a long neck, therefore the axon of the nerve cell can be several meters long. Okay, and even in the humans, there can be neurons that are as long as 1 meter long. Okay, running from the base of the spinal cord up to the toe. So in our next class, we will discuss about the human nervous system, that is the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. Okay, the CNS and PNS, what is the reflex action, okay, what is the reflex arc. Okay, we'll discuss about these things in the next class. Okay, thank you.